There's a cold, hard truth about love that many of us ignore. If you have to beg for it, it's not love. Love should never come with conditions. It should never be something you have to fight for or plead for. Real love is unconditional, mutual, and self-sustaining. When you find yourself begging for love, whether it's affection, attention, or validation, it's time to take a hard look at what's happening. Because in truth, love should not be a battle you fight alone. Begging for love doesn't look like what we see in movies. It's not always about grand declarations of desperation. It's the quiet text messages, the waiting for that call, the constant need for reassurance, or enduring unhealthy behavior because you're too afraid to let go. It's the feeling of putting in all your energy and effort, only to be met with silence or indifference. We've all been there, holding on to something toxic, hoping it will turn into something real. We tell ourselves, if I just love them more, or if I just try harder, everything will change. But that's not how love works. Begging for love makes you forget that love is supposed to be a choice, not an obligation. The need to beg for love comes from deep within us. It's often rooted in a lack of self-worth and a distorted belief that we aren't enough unless someone else affirms us. This pattern might have started in childhood, where love and affection were conditional. If you grew up in an environment where approval was earned or withheld, you might have carried that into your adult relationships. You may have internalized the idea that love must be fought for, that your value is based on someone else's recognition of it. But this is where the damage begins. The desire to beg for love often stems from a sense of emptiness within. You seek validation from someone outside of yourself, hoping that their love will fill the void. But this is a dangerous trap because you are giving away your power, your self-respect, and your sense of worth. When you beg for love, you enter a dangerous power dynamic. Instead of a partnership of equals, you position yourself as the one who is chasing love, constantly trying to prove your value. This creates an imbalance. You stop being the person you are meant to be, the confident, self-assured individual who knows their worth. You become someone who is willing to sacrifice their happiness for someone else's approval. This dynamic not only damages your self-esteem, but also makes the other person feel more powerful. And the more you beg, the more they take you for granted. They stop appreciating you. They stop seeing your value, because in their eyes, you've already shown that you will never leave. The desperation and dependence you display become a cycle that only ends in resentment. The solution to this problem is simple, but not easy. Boundaries. If you want real love, you have to stop begging for it. You have to start respecting yourself enough to walk away from situations that make you feel less than what you are. You need to set boundaries that protect your emotional health. True love is mutual. It's based on respect, admiration, and support, not on coercion or manipulation. When you stop begging for love, you reclaim your power. You stop compromising your needs for someone else's approval. You realize that love should come freely, without strings attached. And when you do that, you allow yourself to receive the kind of love that is true, authentic, and nurturing. So how do you stop begging for love? The first step is recognizing your own worth. You have to believe deep down that you are worthy of real love without having to chase it. Understand that if someone is not reciprocating your feelings or actions, they are not the right person for you. Love is not something that should be earned by sacrificing your integrity or self-respect. Next, work on healing any underlying issues that make you feel unworthy of love. Often, we beg for love because we don't believe we deserve it. This could be due to past experiences of rejection, abandonment, or neglect. You have to heal from those wounds so that you can start attracting healthy, balanced relationships. Finally, practice self-care and self-love. Take the time to nurture yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically. When you're in a place of fullness, you won't need to beg anyone for affection. You'll attract it naturally. Your confidence and self-assuredness will make you magnetic to those who genuinely appreciate you. If you have to beg for love, it's not love. Real love is given freely, without manipulation or neediness. It's a love that nurtures, supports, and respects you for who you are. When you stop begging, you give yourself the chance to receive the kind of love you truly deserve. Love is not about chasing or proving yourself. It's about being yourself and allowing others to see your value. Stop begging for it. Walk away from relationships that don't honor you and watch as the right love finds its way to you naturally. So remember, love should never be a battle you fight alone. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay awake, stay aware.